depending on how this plays out, it's going to roil markets around the globe. So you've got to pay attention to it. We'll look forward, like everyone else, to see how this announcement plays out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of talk about whether or not China's going to bail them out. Do they sell themselves? They kind of came out of nowhere. If the situation resolves itself, either the company's selling off part of itself or the government bails them out, or we just we just stop hearing about it mysteriously. What kind of an outcome are you looking for? And connect the dots, Lee, to the U.S. markets and your clients and investors?
Yeah, well, candidly, what I'm looking forward to is going back to where most of us were probably about 45 days ago, and that's not hearing any news at all about Evergrande. If you talk to most people, it was totally unknown here until a month or so ago, and getting out of the headlines. It's just one additional thing that adds to this, boil. It's October and we got Halloween, and I look at this and I've got this image in my head of the witches stirring the pot of their brew. This is just one more ingredient added to that pot that we just don't need right now. So absolutely looking forward to getting beyond this.
Yeah, we've also got these trading scandals at the Federal Reserve. We've got this move in bond yields as well. I mean, by the way, that's what September, Lee, tends to do. That's why we talk all the time about September being historically the worst month for the market. So there are some of the risks. Give us some of the good news sides to the market story. What are the wins in our sails, if you will, Lee?
So, the wins in our sails is, even though we're going in fits and starts, we are still healing from an economic standpoint. This next quarter is probably going to be a little rough. We started off the year with gas, and markets took off. I would expect that overall, as we look to the first quarter of 2022, that things will begin to accelerate again. We're getting beyond the Delta variant. The COVID numbers have continued to go down since around Labor Day. Those are all positive signs. Candidly, when we're talking to our clients, some of this turbulence that we're seeing here in September and that I expect to continue to see into October presents some buying opportunities for a lot of people. So those are some positive aspects where there's some volatility. It's going to cause some pullback on some very solid companies that are going to provide some opportunities for our clients.
Well, let's find some opportunities for your clients and our viewers as well. And one of the names that you brought with us today, Lee, is a name that we talked about in Barron's last week. It's almost a natural gas play, which we'll get to in just a minute. And that is Scott's Miracle-Gro. The stock has really sold off in the last couple of months. You think maybe that sell-off has been a little bit overdone?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been a bit of an overshoot. They've got solid fundamentals. There's a hydroponic component to Scott's Miracle-Gro, the ability to grow things without it. But on the fertilizer side of things, as you mentioned, one of the things that does give me a little bit of a pause, but still with a 17, forward-looking PE, it looks like a good opportunity. And I think it's been oversold. Now, on the side that gives me a little caution, natural gas prices are just through the roof, and they're causing complications around the globe. So that's going to weigh down on some of the fertilizer.